What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, we are going into 2023 with, of course, a lot of uncertainty. And of course, the future is always uncertain. But we look at what's been happening the last 2 years. COVID is still looming. You have the Ukraine-Russian war. And then also you have supply chains that are being cut. People are not really working as much as they used to. Interest rates are just through the roof. Real estate is coming down a little bit. But, so all these things, people are have concern, right? I mean, even for me, I don't even want to talk about the California tax I paid last year without even being in California. And a lot of you brothers are having the same issues that I'm having right now because we just don't know. And one of the things that you just don't want to risk is whatever money that you have in uncertainty. And speaking of uncertainty, what's the best way to lose your money outside of, stop the show, investing in cryptocurrency? Probably in a marriage. All right? It hurts more if you're rich. Let's talk about Kanye West. All right? And of course, we've heard the news. Kanye West has settled the divorce. And in child support, he has to pay, well, he'll be paying this amount of money. I'll let TikTokers go over that.
Kanye West got to pay Kim Kardashian $200,000 per month for child support. Look, I love the children, but I don't care if you got a village of children. You don't need $200,000 a month. And I get your kids got higher standards than most of the kids. I understand that, but $200,000 in a divorce settlement? It's a settlement. That means Kim was asking for something way more than $200,000. This is what they came down to. It wasn't like Kim said, I need $200,000. No, Kim probably was asking for a lot more than $200,000. The kids got to be drinking water from Wakanda every day. The kids better have Arnold Schwarzenegger. Somehow a young Arnold Schwarzenegger better be the bodyguards for the kids every day. The kids is eating lobster and whatever that Wagyu steak every single day for $200,000. It can't be on Forbes magazine every other month, and she ain't got it like that no more. What the hell? What happened? She got more money than him right now.
So, not only does he have to pay that, let's talk about attorney fees. I want to play a clip on attorney fees.
Hey, want to know a secret? Every lawyer has a list of lawyers they hate. And it's going to impact what it's going to cost you to get through your divorce. And I'll tell you why. Because I've got that list of lawyers that I hate. They're the blacklist. I'm not even going to take that case. I'm not dealing with them. My mental health is too important to me. I've got the therapist. I got the business coach. I spend a lot of time taking care of myself, at least mentally. If I know the other side's going to be that way, I know it's going to cost more money. I know it's going to make you upset. I know I'm going to get frustrated, burned out, pissed off, angry. It's not worth it to me. Now, there's a level down that's just difficult. That's going to cost more money. And then there's a level down where it's okay, they're just a good litigator, but generally they're civil, so I can deal with it. And that's a normal way which this is going to cost. And then there's those lawyers that I get along with, where I'm oh, thank God they hired that one, because I know it's going to go, it'll be professional, but I know we're going to get this job done. They're not going to overbill. They're not going to do all sorts of stupid fishing expeditions. It's going to make the process nicer for everybody. And let's face it, it's a bad situation all around, and a little bit of civility and a little bit of niceness can make a bad situation a little more tolerable. But that's one of the reasons why this stuff becomes so expensive, because it only takes one asshole to create a shit show. And if that's who your ex has chosen, that's who they've chosen.
So I know what guys are going to say. Kanye West is rich. He can easily afford this. But let's talk about some of the things he's lost. He's lost the Adidas sponsorship or collaboration. He's lost Balenciaga. He's lost a lot of endorsements. So that cash flow is not there as much. And also, we got to look at the fact, guys, that with Kanye West, his lifestyle is probably very expensive. Losing $200,000 a month liquid cash, that's something that hurts, because that money could be easily put back into the stock market. It could be easily invested into another business, and that money is now gone to a woman who has more money than he does at this point. And I get it, you know, the kids have a certain lifestyle, but again, let's talk about something that's important with the divorces. Attorney fees. Attorney fees for guys are really important. Shout out to the lead attorney, because he's mentioned this. You know, not only are you paying this, but you're paying your fees for attorneys, her fees for attorneys, maybe court fees. This is an expensive thing to get across. And then when you have the divorce rate like it is in America, 70% or higher, the question is for guys, and I know this is redundant, what do you get for marriage in the United States? Especially, I know you guys don't like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. Especially when you find out that you're paying this money while your ex-wife, and I'm gonna say this because y'all not gonna like it, while your ex-wife is going to be dealing with somebody else who didn't have to do anything for her. That's right. You're the guy that had to spend that money. You. Okay? And at the same time, another guy's gonna come in there and be smashing, and I hate to say it, for nothing. That's the reality of it. We don't want to talk about it, but that's what happens. And a lot of guys are saying, I don't want to be that guy. I never want to be that guy who, you know what? If my wife is going to leave me, I don't want to be paying for somebody else for the next guy who won't give her anything. And I'm stuck with the bill. And that's always what happens. And I hate to say this. You never see situations where, you know what? This lady goes on and moves on to a guy that's actually better than the ex-husband who's still paying for it. Never. Let's give you a good example. Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons' ex-wife, Kimora Lee Simmons, who did she marry? What was this guy's name? Leisner? This crook? All right. Kimora Lee Simmons married a guy, Tim Leisner, who is a goddamn thief. Investment banker, crook, stealing millions of dollars, fraudster. Listen, Russell Lee Simmons was dumb enough to invest money into Leisner's and Kimora Lee Simmons' business. The guy gets arrested and takes money from the business to bail himself out of jail. That's what you get. So not only is the other guy getting it for cheap, especially as women get older, you're being used. And I know that some of you guys might not have the most money. Fine, I get it. You might not have the most money, but it's so much money that it takes away what your savings are. It takes away all of these things. I mean, it's really ridiculous, you know? And what happens is, why do guys want to get married into that situation if this is going to happen? Like, what is in it for me? I'm not going to be able to see my kids. She's going to have guys, and remember, that's what Kanye West was tripping off of. You know, you had Pete Davidson over there around the kids. He was mad. The family wasn't allowing him to see the kids, so he says. And you have no power over that. This is why guys are getting divorced. Okay? Divorced. This is why. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.